This is Lola Lee Tea.
Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So this is so strange. I said in a previous video that we are seeing the same patterns. And here is Karlissa talking about being stuck in a time warp, repeating the same thing over and over again. That is so interesting because I said that in my video. Wow. So Karlissa is still not holding her son accountable for his nonsense and foolishness. And she forgot to repeat that in her live. So she's saying in this live that she tried. And let me make something perfectly clear. I think that both Chrisean and Blueface are the problem. They both have issues. Both are toxic together. They both need intense counseling. Chrisean does not always tell the whole story. Blueface does not always tell the whole story, which leads to all this craziness. So Karlissa is still crashing out about Chrisean saying she left Blueface to babysit his son. And by the way, she admits that she knew about the visitation, but she said in a previous video that she had no knowledge of the visitation. And she was saying that the visitation never happened. So she said that she knew about the visitation while trying to defend Blueface by saying there was a whole bunch of people over there. That Papa Blue's wife was there, and that's why, she didn't want to go over there. Anyway, guys, check this out.
I cleans up real good. Is it me, or does anyone else feel like we're stuck in a time warp? I feel like we're stuck in a time warp with the same complaints, the same old drama. I feel like we're stuck in a time warp. I feel like we just about to be praying about the same over and over again. Thank you for them blue hearts, girl. Same every day, another day. Yes, I feel like we're stuck in a time warp. Like, I just don't get it. I make up. Thank you for standing up for John when he chose not to stand up for himself. As a mother, I'm standing up for all of them at this point. Because as a mom, I thought we made it. I thought we had crossed over to 6-Ot channel. I thought it was about to be all the babies and all the kids. I really thought, I really thought that. I really had hope. Y'all know I don't go on TMZ and rep Chrisean and be like, y'all know I don't do that unless I think there's some hope. And that right there just showed me, we tried. We did everything in our power to include her, to include the situation, and it's always never good enough. It's just always never good enough. Delusional, if on his part, would have been for him to just say, get them away from me and never bring that baby near me. That would have been delusional. Because what do he need to babysit and help her for? He don't need to do that. If somebody babysit for you, it's not even babysitting. If you call it babysitting, that's not his kid. If you say the daddy babysitting, when did the daddy be babysitting? Grandma don't need to be babysitting. But anyway, we're not gonna let the rock stars take us all the way in left field. He didn't need to do that. He wasn't trying to get no clout off of it. So what did he need to do that for? I'll never know. But I guess whoever needed the clout off of it, y'all got it. Y'all all got it. Have at it. Have a great day with it. It's just surprise. We all know what the problem was. If he wasn't there, that was the problem. Because if he wasn't there, what's the problem? Either stay with your kid and wait till he get back, or B, keep going and let the grandpa babysit, or C, let the baby stay with the daddy another day. I don't know what the problem was. There was no left the baby alone upstairs. There is 4 adults in that house. Bodine is there. His dad is there. His dad's girlfriend is there. It's a lot of people in that house. It ain't but one bedroom downstairs. Now make it make sense. I'm not going to keep talking about this because y'all already know. Y'all know all the rooms in that goddamn house. I'm not fixing to keep... What you think, Bodine in there sleep with the daddy? But anyway... That's neither here nor there. I don't know why I wasn't told to y'all that all them people was there upstairs also. But that tells us, what the really going on? Why didn't you mention that there was other people in the house? I mean, Jaden and Nevaeh would have left that kid there with the other people. Nevaeh, he have ran to the store, and Nevaeh's son is there with Bodine and his dad. Why would you take your child somewhere that the people that live there can't watch them? The granddaddy can't watch them. The step grandmama can't watch them. Uncle Bodine can't watch them. Number 3 can't watch them. Them was all people that hang out with our kids. So that wasn't nothing to get mad about, and y'all can keep letting it flip-flop your way. That ain't gonna do nothing good for the baby, and y'all not really here for the baby, and I really don't give a what y'all here for. But anyway, I'm on my way outside just to get a little sunshine, just to get a little sunshine. Yes, honey, I did my own makeup. I did my own hair. I be paying attention to what people do to me so I can still look like cute when I get home. He wants her back in the circus, so then why didn't he post her or her baby? Why didn't he post it? Why didn't he show that she was there? Show that the baby was there? Why y'all, I'm just trying to figure out what y'all logic is. He wants her so bad in the circus. Why isn't she in the circus? She was there. She was out telling people her baby was there. He wasn't saying that. So it don't sound like he was the one trying to get no clout. He didn't tell y'all nobody was there. We still don't even know what's true or what's false at this point. But in speculation and in hindsight, if she don't want to be in the circus, why is she gonna tell y'all that the baby is there? Y'all some mother. I can't do it. I don't even know how y'all mamas did it. I don't know how y'all. I don't know how y'all baby daddies did it. I just can't do it with y'all. Y'all some fuckers. He ain't said nothing about her being nowhere near him. Nothing. But she did though. She got the circus cracking, huh? Came over here and jumped right on into she clocked right on in. I was cool with the clock in until it went all the way to the devil's house. Like, go ahead, clock in. Okay, bitch, clock in then. Now I'm like, get the away from us again. Get the out of here. Nobody wants to deal with that. Anyway, number 3 was there. I gotta drop his earphones off, so I know he there. That's where he told me to drop them off yesterday. I know he been there. You know nigga number 3 is there. They slow. No, they're not slow. They're doing it on purpose. They're playing with her at this point. They're controlling and manipulating her at this point. Nobody else is going for that. Not no real people, not no real mothers with no real kids. They drop their kids off with their daddies. Them type of people that got real relationships with their kids' father. Them type of people is not going for that no more. They playing with her. Because them same people that's playing with her probably drop their kids off and don't come back. And come back, and if the daddy ain't there, they pick them up from the grandma, the auntie, whoever at the house. Now, we seen the baby over there on the floor, and wasn't nobody watching him. It was a whole house full of people, and he was stuck on the floor somewhere. We watched it. The man said he fell off the bed, and nobody got him off the floor. So Jonathan's bed is not up high; it's on the floor too. Jonathan's bed is on the floor. Ain't no falling out of Jonathan's bed. Anyway. Y'all got it. Y'all doing a great job. Keep up the good work. We don't give John. Hey, if you gotta go to jail, you gotta take a break. It is what it is. The world gonna still be here when you get back. Don't nobody nobody crying about none of that. Okay? Nobody crying about none of that. And one of us go to jail. Somebody gonna pitch in and take care of these kids. Okay? They not gonna be mistreated, thrown away over here, over there. They gonna have solid foundation. So if somebody go to jail, oh well. Guess what? The kid's gonna be straight.
Okay, so we just heard what Karlissa had to say there. I don't agree with Chrisean exposing that Blueface was in fact in Baltimore with her. Just because of his probation issues. She said that on her live last night. But where is the smoke for Jaden Alexis? She is the one that let the cat out the bag in the first place. So why isn't Karlissa, speaking on that? Where is the smoke for Jaden Alexis? So let's get back into Karlissa's live.
It matters. The adults is grown. Okay? The adults is grown. Do what y'all do. Right. Excuses. You gonna take the damn baby over there. Know all them people in the house. Why she didn't tell y'all that? Why she didn't tell y'all all them people was in that house? Think about that. Think about how you getting strung along like a goddamn weirdo right now. Wait, what you mean? The grandpa was there, the grandma was there, the uncle was there, and number three? What the fuck are you talking about? Girl, the people had your baby. I would have kept on going to the next day. Party over here. Oh, he not here. Oh, y'all got him? Okay, cool. I'll be back. Y'all got, oh, he went to get some milk for the baby? Oh, I'll be back. I'd have took my vacation like a, you hear me? I wouldn't have came back for a week. I'll be back, son. Have fun. Girl, ask my baby daddies. I'd drop a kid off for 3 months. So take your turn. I don't give a where you at or who you with. You're going to be back here when these people get done babysitting. I know that much. Girl, you were supposed to take you a vacation, honey. Get some done. That's what the mama would have did. He would have had to figure it out. He would have been doing all the physical therapy. He would have been doing all the feeding, all the cleaning, all the clothes washing. He would have been doing all that, and I would have took me a break after 3 years. That's what I would have did. I would have took me a long break on it. Shit, ask Jonathan Daddy. You won't see me for 6 weeks, man. It's your turn. I mean, if it's your kid. Now, if you just babysit, that's a difference. But if it's your kid, and there's 3 in here that give about him, oh yeah, I'm gone. I see you when I see you. I'm outside. It's summertime. It's a hot summer. What y'all call it? Hot girl, hot. I'd have been both them, hot and girl, outside. With no my babysitter. No, you can't leave them alone. The house is full. It's a full house over there. I got to drop number 3's iPod. I was supposed to drop the iPods off yesterday, but I didn't want to interrupt her. I was supposed to drop that number 3's iPods off. I'm going to show y'all. I was supposed to drop his iPods off yesterday. They right here in my purse. That man asked me if I could drop them off. I said, nah, I'm going to wait till they get done doing their visitation, and then I'll bring you yours after that. Okay? So I know he there, and I know Bodine is there, because I talked to him. Okay? And I know the stepmama there. That's another reason why I didn't go over there. I knew everybody was over there. Okay? I was letting her get her little time in. Left the kids in the store all night. Whose kids? My kids? My kids left in the store all night? Girl, we all stayed in the store all night. I had a whole bedroom in the store. If we had to open for something early in the morning on Sunday, we lived 2 hours from my store. You talking about me? Oh, girl, we stayed the night together in the store. I had to shoot downtown to pick up the merchandise, and my kids wasn't kids at that time. They was 16 and 14 and 10 or 11. I had big kids at that time, boo. We was working together as a family like we do now. Same thing, same now. I go downtown at 7 o'clock in the morning. They get up, put out the mannequins, get some food from next door, coffee, whatever. And yeah, that's how we did it. We had our own store as a family. So that's what your kids are supposed to do. They're supposed to clock in and help you. I was self-employed. That's why my kids could sell sand to a beach right now. That's why their marketing skills is top tier. They had responsibilities. They had to sell at least $300 worth of merchandise each. Play with Callie and see if she don't sell you sand to a beach. My daughter would sell $500 in 4-5 hours. Have you in that dressing room for 3 days. Putting your outfits together. Shoes, pumps, all that. Girl, don't get on here talking about Karlissa kids. Honey, and talking about I left them at the store. You goddamn right. They was 15, 16 years old. Now you mad. Now you mad that my kids grew up under a self-employed mother who had her own store for 10 years and her own restaurant for 5 years. Y'all are... Now, if I was somewhere smoking some... Y'all would be on here like, she's a great mom. Give her a chance. If I was on here smoking something and they didn't know where I was at, y'all be on this like, she's a great mom. Give her a chance. But because I had to leave my kids at the store while I go pick up the merchandise and have them set it up and get everything put outside, get the mannequins put outside, get y'all some breakfast from next door at 16 years old, you gotta be crazy. But if I was a mother somewhere high or drunk, this said you left your kids at your store. Yes, I did. I left them at our store, South Melrose Fashions. They had to set up while I went down and picked up the merchandise in the morning. We couldn't all go downtown. Somebody had to put the shout. We opened at 9 o'clock in the morning. I had 2 hours to be down there to get back. They was all set up. Girl, my kids done did some good. Shout out to my kids for that. Shout out to my kids for that. Ain't too many kids that did that. Opened up their mom's store for her in the morning time. Counted down that register. Started selling that till I got there. Oh, Karlissa kids. That self-employed that didn't get drunk all day, that didn't get high. How you gonna complain about a mother? A self-employed mother with a 16-year-old son, and my nephew was living with me at the time. So 2 16-year-olds, because Maine and Andre is the same age, and y'all know Maine. So if I'm lying, go ask him. 2 16-year-olds. Callie is 3 years younger than Dre, so a 16-year-old, a 13-year-old, and then Blue was like 10 or 11. So you mean to tell me you had a problem with that? Because I was downtown shopping for the merchandise, not somewhere high and drunk like you, mother. Girl, ain't not now day in my life that you could ever make me feel no type of way. I did that, and I did it 90% by myself. And $1 million on Patreon. That's right, boo. Let them know. Let them know. Snuck through the back door. Them over here twitching out. I'm over here Patreon down to the sides. They working hard for that money. I just clock in and post an episode every week. These out here working every day. But it's cool though. You mad that I left Dre, Callie, and Blue and my nephew Maine at my store where we had to stay sometimes because our house was 3 hours away. It's cool though. It's cool. That's one of them now looking for me. So let me call you back because one of my kids is looking for me.
All right, so we heard what you had to say. Personally, if I was in Chrisean's situation and he was on stream denying my baby, I would have walked right into that streaming room and I would have just presented myself and my baby. Okay? But instead, what does Chrisean do? She's in the house. She's probably watching the stream, mad as hell. She doesn't expose him. Why? And that's why I think Chrisean is a part of the problem, okay? That is why I think her and Blueface are equally to blame for all of this nonsense. They both tell half-truths. They both don't tell the whole story. And to be honest with you guys, I don't think that either of them are telling us the full story as to what is going on here. We don't have the full story about Baltimore. We don't have the full story about this babysitting situation. We don't have the full story about Blueface and Chrisean's relationship. What is really going on? We don't have the full story because they're just giving us pieces, bits, and pieces, and half-truths and half of the story. And another thing, people still don't believe her. And all that is needed is a video of the two of them together in his house, a picture. I'm fully prepared for the people to come in the comments and say, oh, she doesn't have to show a clip. Oh, she doesn't have to show anything. She don't have to show a picture. She don't have to show a video. She don't have to show proof. She don't have to show anything. The ultimate proof would have been for her to walk into that streaming room when he was sitting there trying to avoid questions, you know, pretending like she wasn't there. Because I feel once again, she's trying to protect him or whatever the reason is. I have no clue. But guys, definitely let me know your thoughts on what Karlissa had to say. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.